Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are still in Adelport after Sienna told us the second crystal we got was also wrong. So, don't fret now. I know exactly where to find the corrupted crystal comprised of I suspected Aether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. Huh? What's with that expression? I thought you'd be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And what's even better is that this time, you needn't use that watered pot of yours to protect yourself from this crystal's energies. Hedin's findings suggest that it is quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say it has undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, do not let me keep you. It's been a pleasure, Wild. Come back and see me sometime, alright? So, off to Gridania. Oh, by the way, off-screen I did the level 45 job quest for my warrior. And at level 45 you get a gear set for helm, legs, feet and gloves. And the chest plate you get at level 50. But the level 45 job gear is actually quite decent. So, when you're aware, make it a priority probably to get the stuff. But I put away the helmet. It doesn't quite fit with the chainmail I currently wear. Okay, Hill. Greetings and salutations, Mr. Agat, I presume. Sienna informed me of your adventures in Adelport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding, though, as Professor Lambert is fond of saying, no action in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. To the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing corpses, following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the 12th wood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You are familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the 12th wood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested, and I'm reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this Giggedy first consumed the corrupted crystal when... You couldn't care less about all of this, could you? To the point then, Giggedy seldom makes his presence felt unless there is particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and have precisely the sort you will find impossible to resist. Simply place this too hard, I shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion, outside of a Spriggan's lair, and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve a crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. Oh, they really shortened this part. Originally, you had to go to the East Shroud to find a Spriggan who helped you, and you had to procure the stone, and that was rather lengthy. On the other hand, oh no, they removed Tiggy, the Spriggan. Which I believe was even the only situation where it was shown that Spriggans are at least somewhat intelligent. These are not animals or anything. Although I guess you see it in some dungeons. Its brigands can talk. And there's a crystal bearer. Ah, the golem. Oh, golem is even hunt target, which is nice. Lane crack. You can learn it with a blue mage, by the way. Plane cracker from the golems. Alright. Back to heading. Ah, pray do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in... Wait, what is that? What is that god-awful smell? The corrupted crystal. My word, this is a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. I also see you weren't averse to digging through Spriggan entrails for your prize. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know? This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the watered pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought, one overflowing with earth-aspected aether. Calm down, I jest. It is comprised of ice-aspected aether, why not? I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous two attempts were for naught. It was indeed. Alright, better late than never. Beg your pardon, Will, I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, and there was a message for you from Professor Lamberton. Something about a man named Marquez? Apparently, the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask why you needed that crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? It would reflect poorly on me and my research if it were used for evil ends. Ah well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become a professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Alright, back to Sid finally. This went a lot quicker than I anticipated. Really. Yeah, to my vessel, please. All repairs and modifications have been completed, Wild. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. Yeah. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Why not, Wild? I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship, but mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. According to my tests, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, Tests can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive, maybe it's better to remain positive. Wilt, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You've helped me to rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I'm not the man I once was, and I know not if I ever shall be, but I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand.
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs. To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Damn it. I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you. Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Ah, yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks. Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles.
That scene never made any sense to me. My ghost suddenly showed up and gave them to him? Or what was it supposed to be?
Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pureblood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this. To carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
Okay, welcome in the Howling Eye. Now, originally I'd intended to end the episode here, but I want to continue, I think, a bit. All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, Wilt, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our. And there's a trial, the Howling Eye. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. 12 preserve. She's huge. As I live and breathe. Over there, look. Amalja and Kobold prisoners. But why would the Ixal bring them here? Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we are come to put an end to your reign of terror. Hear you this blasphemy, my children? These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am the wind. Did we not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think your playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood, and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Slay the unfeathered ones we shall, and an offering to a Garuda they will serve. Leave the exile to us. We'll keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail it. Remember, you fight for the science, for Eorzea. This worm would die by mine own hand. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek. Can you please take care of the plumes? Soon you will see the depths of your follies, mortal. And now should appear in the middle. And if you have lost too many stones, you will die here in a moment. Garuda's AoE's attacks can destroy these stones, yeah? Area blast. The reckoning comes. There's no escape, no hope, none. Now we are trapped in the inner circle, otherwise we fly through the room. And disco song. Countless feathers rain from the sky. Not blooms. And we won. No, no, no! What? How in the hell's... This is my realm. You have no hope here. None. None. Did you truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalkers? My power is limitless, my children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gift sustains me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning mortals, and those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. Then all shall worship none but me, the one true God. Of course, worship. So long as the Ixal keep praying, she will never fall. Then let's stop them. No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, Landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment, the desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. And then will I take vengeance. On the sea lice. The wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine. All mine. You, Landwalker, you who dare to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins. Not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, Landwalker, to your last breath. No, no, I claimed you. You should be mine. Oh, look, a crystal. I take that. The wind crystal. And that's the last one. What are you? What have you done to me? No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
We've done it!
Ah!
Garuda,
It is!
kill you all!
Is that all?
Oh.
O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda. Of all primals, the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Wer ist Gaius?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country, I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Not bad.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Oh, Lord of the Inferno Almighty, Ifrit, grant us succor in our hour of need!
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! Ah, it hurts our soul! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to.
Yes. Summon the other two. Sweet. Titan. Summoned by the life force of her followers.
No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy! We must run!
Surrender yourselves unto me! I would feast upon your ether! None shall stand against the wind!
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire!
That was a crit. And that was Titan.
is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alleg had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
Cover.
No! No! No!
And that can fly.
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time.
We'll see about that.
If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
"12, have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?"
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius! Where in the 7 hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend, for we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
That weapon didn't destroy those primals. It devoured them. Gods only know what else it can do. Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Wilt. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own. I could have sworn I saw... But I was surely mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. The light that surrounded me. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast traps will dare summon that god, so long as that weapon exists. Truly, a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. Okay, but I end this episode here. Until next time, when we continue here in Ulda, in the airship talks. I'm Mace, and don't get lost.